Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Wonderful deep divers. I woke up like this, all magical and fly, just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. I feel so much better now. Take that. Hadouken, that good ass energy I'm sending you. You feel so much better now. Look, let me say a big shout out to everybody who's joined the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart Deep Divers. Click the link down below and be inspired. Okay, look, we're going to talk about celibacy. I don't think I've ever spoken about celibacy, deep divers, right? Because what being celibate for 1 year did to my body and mind. Let's talk about it, okay? Look, what being celibate for 1 year did to my body and mind. And this actually helped me to become my greatest version, deep divers. Oh, you're going to love this video. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Look, if you are watching this video, this is your confirmation you're about to be celebrating something amazing very soon. If you're ready for that, just say thank you to the cat down the road. Okay, so I came across this quote. I don't know who wrote it, but whoever did, shout out to you. And it goes like this. Celibacy is one of the most underrated healing, energy cleansing, and empowering parts. And I'm like, whoa, I should do a video on that because I've never spoken about celibacy. And I was celibate for 1 whole year, deep divers, in my mid-20s. Ralph, I thought you were 20. Well, deep divers, thank you. You're far too kind. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Right? So I was celibate for 1 year in my mid-20s. And what did it do to my body and mind? Oh, it did so much. Now, first and foremost, why did I want to go cold turkey? Why did I want to go celibate for one whole year, right? Well, I realized this, that holding in the seed, what did it do to my body and mind? At first, wait, let me start from the beginning, deep divers. At first, I'm like, no, this is going to be impossible. And I'm like, wait a second, is it possible? Because I want to go to the 5th dimension. And it was really hard at first because this sexual energy is like, it's inside of all of us, right? But I wanted to channel that energy because I was diving deep at that time. I'm like, okay, I want to find the elixir of life. And my mentor was saying, hey, Ralph, try it out, right? So I did. And at first it was really hard. It was really, really hard. But as time went on, I became stronger. I was like He-Man, I have the power, right? And all of a sudden, I got more focused because I was at a point in my life where I was kind of losing focus. And all of a sudden, I got more focus. I got more concentration. I felt more confident about who I am. I had more respect for women. I started to know thyself. You see, I realized as well, being celibate for 1 year, that whole experience taught me that nothing is more beautiful than the sexual energy. Nothing is more beautiful than the sexual energy. Raising the energy. Being an emanation of the energy. Sharing sexual energy with someone else. It's so beautiful. And I realize as well, deep divers, that sexual energy is the most powerful energy in the universe that I know of, that the cat down the road knows of, right? Because it's the energy that creates life. Slow motion this side. So why would I want to go celibate? Because I realize that actually I want to channel this energy. And I just showed you a picture of the Kundalini energy rising to the crown chakra. And that was my goal. I wanted to raise this energy to the crown chakra. And my oh my, I did. And deep divers, you're never going to guess what happened to me after the year was up. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But I felt the serpent rising up. Because you see, the ancients knew that your life force energy, the seed, the giver of life, should not be thrown away recklessly. And all ancient texts, they speak about how if you can raise the energy up, you can reach enlightenment. If you can raise the energy up, you can tap into your God self, your God body. And I'm like, I want to try. I want to figure that out. I want to have a go. I want to see if it really works. And I can tell you, being celibate for 1 year, it did help. Because I realized, oh my gosh, you see, in our society, you see sex everywhere, right? But there are levels to this shit, deep divers. There is divine interaction, because sex is beautiful, and it means sacred energy exchange. Slow motion this side. But you see, the inorganic ones in the matrix, what they do is that they want to drain your sexual energy by keeping your energy on low vibrational interaction or sex. So you notice that in a lot of music videos, there's this hypersexualization, and the music industry is full of it. The film industry is full of it, right? And it's very hard to kind of control your sexual urges, impulses, and energy, right? So what did being celibate for 1 year do? What did being celibate for 1 year do to my body and mind? Well, deep divers, I had self-control. I was able to control my sexual energy. And it was beautiful. It was magnificent. I had control over my energy. That's like the most liberating feeling in the world. And afterwards, I'm like, okay, I could see a beautiful woman, and I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm lusting after her. No, I'm not lusting after her, because that was gone after just being celibate for 1 year. Like the lust disappeared. And in our society, a lot of people lust. Women lust, men lust, right? And there's a difference between lust and love. And what being celibate for 1 year actually showed me is that, hey, Ralph, get into a real relationship. And that's what happened. And it was beautiful. And it is beautiful. Because you see, when you remind yourself that you have a serpent inside of you, the ancients knew this. They called it the Kundalini energy, the Kundalini energy. And when you can allow it to rise to the crown chakra, you now become illuminated. And I saw it, that, like I told you that quote in the beginning of this video, celibacy is one of the most underrated healing experiences. Energy cleansing and empowering paths. Right? And I know some women who have said, Ralph, I've been celibate for 5 years. That's a long time, right? Or 1 year, right? And what they tell me is that they did it because they needed to heal themselves. They didn't want to just be with anybody. And I respected that. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. You do that because you see, many people, they choose to be celibate for a certain period of time for many different reasons. For me, it was, hey, I want to be He-Man. I have the power. And I did. You know, there's a reason why even in certain sports, they say, okay, hold in the seed, especially boxing, because it's going to give you more strength, right? I felt incredibly strong. Some people, they are celibate because they want to heal themselves. Some women are celibate because they don't want to throw their energy away. They don't want to lay down with just anybody. They're waiting for the right one, and that's commendable, right? So what else did being celibate for 1 year do to my body, mind, and soul? Let me read you this first, deep divers. I love this, right? So this is Louis Berman, MD, okay? He wrote down this. Every bit of evidence points to the internal secretions as the holders of the secrets of our innermost being. They are the well springs of life, the dynamos of the organism. Life emerges from the activities of the magic ooze of their silent chemistry, precisely as a tree of tin crystals arises from the chemical reactions started in a solution of tiny salts by an electric current, right? So a lot of people realize that actually sexual energy is the life force energy. It's powerful. So I had to remind myself of that. And that's why I said, okay, I want to set myself an experiment. Go celibate for 1 year. And I can tell you, deep divers, it was one of the most healing, transformative, energy cleansing, amazing journeys I've ever embarked on. Because for the first time, I was starting to understand what life is all about. It's all about realizing you are here to know thyself. You can only know thyself when you have control over your sexual energy. And I realized that, once again, nothing is more beautiful than the sexual energy, than sharing it with someone, right? That's amazing. However, you have to tame the dragon. You got a wild beast inside of you. And me being celibate was all about taming that beast so I could move to my higher nature, and that's what happened. Now, deep divers, what being celibate for 1 year did to my body and mind, what else did it do? Hey, it got me really creative, deep divers. Oh yeah, like really, really creative. Because you see, a lot of people, when you dive deeper, you realize that sexual energy is creative energy. The more sexual energy you have, the more creativity you have, right? So a lot of people who choose to be celibate for a period of time, it can actually unleash tremendous creative energy. A lot of women write to me saying that they find it hard to share their energy with someone who is not worthy of them. And I tell them, that's good. Because you see, you can choose to be celibate if it's all about protecting your energy. And many people, like when I became celibate for 1 year, deep divers, it was as if like this image here, this video here, I was literally becoming illuminated. I was becoming Superman. And it was a very powerful experience. I started to realize that actually go within. And that's what being celibate for 1 year made me do. It made me go within. It made me become introspective. It made me realize that actually, hey, sexual energy is nothing to be ashamed of, but you have to respect it. And in this society, we disrespect it. And the great paradox is that even though I was celibate for 1 year, afterwards I had more appreciation for intimacy, which means into me. Slow motion this side. So I realized that, hey, you can choose to be celibate. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can also choose, if you want, to share your sexual energy with someone else. You can do that. It's up to you. But I always say, make sure you are sharing it with the right one, because sex means sacred energy exchange, right? So I wanted to share my experience of being celibate for 1 year and what it did to me. Once again, it was a very energy cleansing, liberating, transformative experience. And I recommend it to anyone. I actually liken it to fasting, right? Because when you resist temptation, when you resist pleasure, it's very hard. And it was very hard for me to do at first. But afterwards, I got stronger. I got more self-discipline. I got more willpower. And the temptations no longer bothered me, no longer affected me. So if you are someone who's being bullied by your sexual energy, I encourage you, go celibate for 7 days. Hold that seed in, fellas, for 7 days. Ladies, do the yoni X for 7 days. Look, deep divers, I want all of you right now, because that whole journey helped me to become my greatest version. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support the real, and also make sure you join the new Infinite Waters Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, let me tell you this as well. The Kundalini energy is the anointed oil, Christ consciousness. To reach Christ consciousness, you've got to raise the energy up. Christos means the anointed one. And once you raise the energy up to the crown chakra, you become the anointed one. Slow motion this side. Check out the #1 best-selling book, Deep Divers, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon, and at ralphsmart.com/the-book, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version, and the latest new book, the Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/the-book, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. And go and get the Good Ass Prana shirts, Deep Divers, all new designs you're going to love. For men, women, children, even cats down the road. At ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing? You want to model the clothing? Well, go and buy some. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help you become your greatest version, make sure you book it at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. Deep divers, once again, Nothing is more powerful than your sexual energy. Nothing is more beautiful than your sexual energy. And that's the reason why I went celibate for 1 year, because I wanted to raise the frequency, raise the energy, raise that Kundalini energy up, raise that sexual energy up. I wanted to control my sexual energy, and it actually helped me become my greatest version. Once again, to share sexual energy is beautiful. And also, to conserve sexual energy, is also beautiful. One love. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, smash that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, smash that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation. And let me know your experiences with celibacy, deep divers, and let me know how this video inspired you. One love. Peace.